Auguste Comte, who gave sociology its name, identified three stages of human society. First one theological, second one metaphysical, third positivism. First stage, theological stage. In the first stage, the explanations of various phenomena were given in religious terms. This stage was called theological stage. Metaphysical stage. Its successor was the stage of metaphysics, where the explanations were philosophical. Third stage, positivism. The final stage in the evolution of human thought was of positivism, where phenomena were explained in terms of the scientific approach to the social world. The idea of evolution was carried forward in the works of the British sociologist Herbert Spencer, who wrote a 3-volume work entitled Principles of Sociology, in which he argued for the universality of the principle of evolution. Spencer was convinced that societies evolve in the same manner as animal species. As generations pass, the most capable and intelligent members of a society survive while the less capable die out. Thus, over time, societies become more differentiated and complex. Spencer called this principle the survival of fittest. Although Spencer coined this phrase, it is usually attributed to his contemporary Charles Darwin, who later proposed that living organisms evolve over time in order to survive the conditions of the environment. Because of their similarities, Spencer's views of the evolution of societies became known as social Darwinism. The sociology of Auguste Comte and Herbert Spencer was best presented by Lester Ward in the United States of America. He also made distinction between pure and applied sociology and argued that scientific processes could bring about social betterment. The credit for developing sociology as an independent science and science also goes to Émile Durkheim, a French sociologist. He was the author of some well-known works which are still consulted, such as The Division of Labor in Society, The Rules of Sociological Method, Suicide, a Study of Sociology, and The Elementary Forms of Religious Life. Émile Durkheim said that sociologists study social facts which are objective and exist in the consciousness of the collectivity. Examples of social facts are rules of marriage, laws, ritual performances, and various kinds of social status. The social tag is exterior to human mind but it constrains on human behavior. Hence, social facts do not have their origin in the individual. Further, they should be explained by other social facts rather than in terms of biological, psychological, environmental, or geographical facts. In his work on suicide, Durkheim showed that although suicide is an individual act, suicide rate is not. The numbers of individuals per 1,000 who commit suicide every year constitute the suicide rate of that society. Suicide rate is a social fact and not the case of an individual suicide. A variation in suicide rate with the passage of time is an indication of changes in society. Therefore, a preceding social fact would explain another social fact. In these terms, Durkheim showed the autonomy of a sociological explanation as different from explanations in other social science subjects. The impact of Durkheim on British social anthropology was tremendous. In Germany, the most influential work was of Max Weber. He is known for the works titled Basic Concepts in Sociology, General Economic History, The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism, and the Theory of Social and Economic Organization. In comparison to Durkheim, Weber said that the sociologist studies social action, which is an act an individual performs to which he assigns meaning. The job of the sociologist is to understand the subjective meaning of an act. Weber was particularly interested in studying the factors that give rise to capitalism in Western Europe. He said that Protestantism played a role in generating the work ethic. He also made an important contribution to sociological methods. The ideas of the German social thinker Karl Marx were also influential in sociology. In fact, much of Weber's sociology was a reaction to Marx's thought. Marx argued that every society beginning with slavery was divided into two classes, one of those who owned land, resources and technology, and the other of those who did not have anything to sell in the market except their labor. Class was a relevant factor in understanding a person's behavior, motivation and ideas. Marx emphasized the role of historical factors in conditioning the behavior of human beings. Marx believed that conflict was the initiator of social change.